Okay, so now we are going to discuss a topic retirement of a partner, and under this concept, we are going to see how to compute the new profit sharing ratio as well as the gaining ratio. So let's discuss a problem one after the other. Given to us in the first problem, Radha and Gar were partners. Geeta, Radha, and Gar are the partners who are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of 1 by 2, 2 by 5 and 1 by 10. They are asked us to find the new profit sharing ratio of the remaining partners if Gar retires. Okay, first, in this concept of finding out the new profit sharing ratio, we have to understand that there are two different levels of problems, okay, under the calculations of Npsr. Okay, so finding out the new profit sharing ratios in this category, we have got two different types of problems. Okay, just a minute. So first, let us discuss the first type is in Npsr computation. We have simple or the normal case problem. Under this category, it will not be mentioned like after the retirement of a particular partner in what proportion the continuing partners are going to share. In such situation, the old PSR will itself be the new NPSR. So here you would see they're given like there are three partners. I'm taking the shortcuts of them: Geeta, then Radha, and Gar. Now the old PSR is given as 1 by 2, 1 by 5, sorry, 2 by 5, 2 by 5, and 1 by 10. Among this partner, who is retiring from the firm, it was said like Gar is retiring. Okay. Now, in this case, the bases are not similar. If the bases are not similar, convert the bases to all the similar bases. That is, 2 can't be converted to 5 or 5 can't be converted to 2, but this 2 can be converted to 10 and 5 can be converted to 10. So convert it. Multiply 2 with 5, that becomes 10. The same way, numerator should be multiplied with 5. So 1 by 2, I am multiplying this with 5. So this gives me 5 by 10, comma, for the other person, rather it's going to be as 5 should be multiplied with 2 and 2 will be multiplied 2 times. So that gives me 4 by 10, and over here it gives me as 1 by 10. Now we have got the profit shares of the partners. So after the retirement of Garb, the partner who's going to continue are G and R. So G and R are going to share their NPSR in the ratio of 5 is to 4. So you can just see here the new profit sharing ratio is 5 is to 4. So this is the NPSR which they have asked the question. Suppose they are asking you to find out the gaining ratio. Remember, when it is a simple based problems, your NPSR itself will be your value of gaining ratios. So apply the formula to calculate gaining ratio. So gaining ratio, the formula is gaining ratio is equal to your new ratio minus old ratio. Remember, when you're using gaining ratio formula, the one who gets positive is gain and the one who gets negative is sacrifice, right? So gaining ratio formula, first I'm using it for G. So the new ratio for G is going to be as 5 by 9 minus the old one it was 5 by 10. Now find out the LCM between these two. This gives you the LCM as 90 into 10 into 10. So that means 50 minus into 9 into 9. So 5 nines are 45. So this gives me 5 by 90 positive. So it is gain. Similarly, for the another partner R, for R the new ratio is 4 by 9 minus the old ratio was 1, sorry, the old ratio was 4 by 10. Now LCM between these two will be 90 into 10 into 10, so 40 minus into 9 into 9, 36. So 40 minus 36 will be as 4 by 90. Therefore, by applying the formula, we got the gaining ratio in this problem. So the gaining ratio between G and R comes to 5 is to 4, which means your NPSR and your gaining ratio will always be 100% same when the NPSR is not given the question, where we are asked to find out and no other information is given with respect to what has happened to the share of the retiring partner, then those problems are declared as a simple or normal case problems. In those cases, your NPSR will always be equal to gaining ratio. This will be proved 100% perfect under both the cases when your initial profit sharing ratios are in fraction or even if they are in pure. Now let's move on to the second problem and see what is being asked in the second problem. In the second problem, X, Y, and Z are partners sharing the profits and losses in the ratio 1 by 2, 3 by 10, and 1 by 5. So, again, let us take up the values of these partners. So, the partners are X, Y, and Z. So, second problem, it is given as X, Y, and Z are partners and they are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of, so what is the given ratio? If you see, the ratio is given as 1 by 2, 3 by 10, 1 by 2, 3 by 10, and 1 by 5. And it was given in the question who is retiring from the firm. If you just check out the question, it is given very clearly that from the firm, the partner who retires is Y. So Y is retiring and they're asking us to calculate the gaining ratio of the remaining partner. Okay, not the NPSR. But remember, without NPSR, gaining ratio can't be found out. So it is understood that gaining ratio should be found only after finding out your new profit sharing ratio. So Y is retiring in this case. Okay, right. So convert the bases equally first. So 1 by 2, the 2 will be converted to 10 only. So multiply with 5 over here 5. So that means 5 by 10, comma 3 by 10, comma 5 should be multiplied with 2 and 1 will be multiplied with 2. So this gives me 2 by 10. Now the new profit sharing ratio is being asked between the continuing partner X and Z. So the NPSR is going to be as 5 is to 2 because the partner Y is getting out of the business. So 5 is to 2 will be the NPSR among the partner X and Z. But the question is not to find out NPSR, it was to find out the gaining ratio. But without NPSR, gaining ratio is not possible. 200%, I'm saying, not only 100%, 200%, it is impossible. So that's the reason we found out NPSR. Now apply the formula. Gaining ratio is equal to your new ratio minus your old ratio. So first for X, you are going to determine For x, it is new ratio is 5 by 7 minus 1 by 2. So when I take LCM for 7 and 2, it becomes 14. So into 2 and 5 into 2, that becomes 10 minus into 7, and over here it's going to be as into 7. So this gives me ratio of 10 minus 7, so 3 by 14. Okay, so my ratio comes for the first person is 3 by 14. The next one I should try out for partner Z. So for partner Z, it is going to be as the new ratio given as 2 by 7 minus 1 by 5. So here the LCM is going to be as 35, right? Sorry, I made a mistake. It's not 1 by 2, it's 1 by 10. Okay, no, it's not 1 by 10, it's 5 by 10. Sorry, it is 5 by 10. Okay, just a minute. Kindly ignore this. Okay, sorry, there was a calculation mistake. I'll work it out right from the beginning. Okay, so the formula for gaining ratio is equal to your new ratio minus your old ratio. Okay, so first I'm going to calculate for x. For x, the new ratio is 5 by 7 minus the old ratio was 5 by 10. Okay, 5 by 10. So the LCM will become as 70. So multiply numerator and denominator by 10. So that means 5 tens are 50 minus here into 7 and into 7. This gives me 35. So thereby 50 minus 35 is 15 by 70. Okay. In the same way, calculate for the partner Z also. So for partner Z, it's going to be as 2 by 7 minus the old ratio was 2 by 10. So LCM is 70 into 10 into 10. So 20 minus into 7 into 7. So that means 2 sevens are 14. Now this gives me 20 minus 14 is 6 by 70. Now the gaining ratio is being 15 is to 6. This is between x and z. Look here, 15 and 6 can be further simplified as 5 is to 2 in 3 table. So that means here the gaining ratio is 5 is to 2, and similarly here the NPSR was also 5 is to 2. That means in case of simple or normal based problems, whether it is a fraction based or pure based, your NPSR and your gaining ratio will always be the same, 5 is to 2. Let's cross verify our answer with the book answer. Check out what's the answer that you have got. 5 is to 2 gaining ratio between the partners is right. Now moving on to the third problem. From the following particulars, they are asked us to calculate the new profit sharing ratio of the partners. Okay, so the first case, Shiv, Mohan, and Hari were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 5 is to 5 is to 4. So that means in this case, it is a okay like 5 by 14, and here 5 by 14 and 4 by 14. It was said in the question that Mohan retired and his share was divided equally between Shiv and Hari. Okay, so this is a second type of problem. The first category, as I said, is a simple or normal case. The second category is one which we are going to discuss is it is a special based problem. Okay, it's a special case problems. So what this case covers, if you ask, if you find the following words like acquired, taken, surrendered, gifted, required. So all these words, right? So acquired, taken, okay, gifted or given, surrendered, required, all these words, if you find, then they come under the category of special based problems. Now, in this problem, we have got two cases. Let's see what is given in the first case. The three partners are Shiv, Mohan, and Hari. Okay, so let me first write down the partner's name. Okay, it's Shiv, Mohan, and Hari are partners. So their profit sharing ratio given in the question is 5 is to 5 is to 4. Right? So write down the given profit sharing ratio 5 is to 5 is to 4. That means 5 by 14, 5 by 14, and 4 by 14. It was given the question that the partner Mohan retired and his share was divided equally between. Even this word divided, if it's there, it is also special base problem. Okay, even if you find divided. Okay, so in this problem, they said Mohan is the partner who is retiring from the business. So the partner who retires from the business, and in the special case, make it in such a way like take him out of the clusters. So just put him out, and here you write his share once again 5 by 14. Now it was said that this 5 by 14 share is going to be taken up by the following partners Shiv and Hari equally, that is in the 1:1 ratio. That means Shiv will be taking half of 5 by 14, that is 5 by 14 into 1 by 2, and similarly Hari will be taking half of 5 by 14, that's 5 by 14 into 1 by 2. So this gives me 5 by 28, and here also it is 5 by 28. Now this is nothing but these two are the gain that was gained by the partner Shiv and Hari from Mohan. Now, if I want to find out my NPSR, then the formula is new profit sharing ratio is equal to your old ratio plus the gain, right? The old ratio plus the gaining ratio. Okay. So according to that, for me, first I have to find out for Shiv. So for Shiv, it is old ratio is 5 by 14 plus the gain which I got is 5 by 28. So 5 by 28. The LCM when I take for 14 and 28, it will be as 28. So 14 twos are 28 and 5 twos are 10, plus 28 into 1 will be 28. 5 into 1 is 5. So this gives me 15 by 28. Similarly, for Hari, I have to find out the value. So for Hari, the old ratio is 4 by 14 plus the new ratio for Hari, the gain is 5 by 28. When I take the LCM, it will be as 28. 14 into 2 will be 28 and 4 into 2 will be 8 plus 28 into 1 and 5 into 1, 5. So this gives me 5, 8 plus 5 is 13 by 28. Okay. So this gives me the value as 13 by 28. Now the NPSR between Shiv and Hari we have been derived. So NPSR between Shiv and Hari. So for Shiv it is 15 and for Hari it is 13. So 15 is to 13. Just you check out, you'll get the value between this partner. In the first case, new provisioning ratio is 15 is to 13. Similarly, let us check it out for the second case. P, Q, and R were partners sharing profits in the ratio 5 is to 4 is to 1. So now in this case, okay, it is P, Q, and R 5, 4, 1 is the ratio. Okay, so P, Q, and R are the partners. and the ratio is 5 is to 4 is to 1. That means 5 by 10, 4 by 10, and 1 by 10. Okay, according to the question, if you see, it is mentioned that the partner who is retiring from the business. So the partner who retires from the business, if you see, it is mentioned as partner P retires from the firm, and they have asked us to find out the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, so partner P is retiring, so just make sure that P retires. And here in this problem, it is a clear cut case that all the three partners are having the same base. So in that case, just you close partner P. That means you have to just eliminate partner P. If P gets over, then the remaining partners are Q and R. Okay, so Q and R are the continuing partners. So 4 is to 1 will be the ratio in which the share the profits and losses. So here also it's mentioned as 4 is to 1. So this is how you will be calculating the new ratio and the gaining ratio when it is a pure based of NPSR or when the NPSR is in fraction. And at the same time, we have discussed the problem under the simple case, and also we have discussed under the special case. But still, moving further, let's go for the fourth problem. What is mentioned in the fourth problem? It is mentioned in the fourth problem that R, S, and M are partners. So we have got three different partners, R, S, and M. Okay, let me take down the members. R, S, and M were partners sharing profits and losses in what ratio? Let's see the ratio. The ratio is 2 by 5, 2 by 5, and 1 by 5. So that means here it is equal. Okay. So the ratio which is given for me are 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5. So 2 to 1. Okay. Right. What is given further in the question? Who is retiring from the business? M decided to retire from the business, and his share is taken by R and S in 1 is to 2 proportion. So who is retiring? M is retiring from the business. Okay. So M retires from the business, and it was said his share is taken by. So whenever you find the special words like taken, acquired, given, gifted, required, then in that case just bring that particular retiring partner out of the box. So just have it again once again M the ratio 1 by 5. It was said that his share is taken by the partner R and S in 1 is to 2 proportions. Am I right? It is said like it is taken in the proportion of 1 is to 2. Okay, so that means 1 is to 2. Calculate what is that 1 is to 2. Okay, so now in the ratio of 1 is to 2. So that means 1 by 5 into 1 by 3, 1 by 5 into 2 by 3. When you do the multiplication, it will be as 1 by 15, and over here it will be as 2 by 15. So that means 1 is to 2 is the gain which they have derived it. This is the gain. So now we have to now we need to derive the new profit sharing ratio. So NPSR will be found out in such a way like the old ratio plus the gaining ratio. That is again what you got it. So according to that, first we'll calculate for R. For R, the old ratio is 2 by 5 plus the gain that we got is 1 by 15. So adding this, you need to take LCM for 5 and 15. This gives you the value 15 as an LCM. So 5 into 3 and 2 into 3, that means 6 plus 15 into 1 and 1 into 1, 1. So this gives me 7 by 15. Similarly, you need to calculate for S. For S, the old ratio is 2 by 5 once again. Okay, so 2 by 5 plus 2 by 15. So this gives me 15 as my LCM, but 5 into 3 and 2 into 3, 6 plus 15 into 1 and 2 into 1, 2. So this gives me 8 by 15. So the NPSR, that is nothing but new profit sharing ratio between R and S, is 7 is to 8. This can be further simplified. Just check your answer. What is the answer? Yes, we have been given 7 is to 8 as the answer for this question. Any doubt up to this? Now, moving on to the problem number 5. So, what is given 5? It is given like Saritak, okay, Vansh and Mansi were partners sharing profits in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 2. That means 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. So 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 2 by 9. It is given a Sartak retires, Vansh and Mansi will be continuing the future share profits in the ratio of 2 is to 1. So in this case, NPSR is given to us. They are asking us to find out the gaining ratio. So remember, this is not the problem where we are deriving the NPSR and gaining ratio. Here, NPSR is given, so it is not a simple problem or a normal problem. At the same time, this we don't know whether it's a special problem too, because the words of special cases like taken, acquired, given, gifted are not given in the question. But still, you know one thing, that they have asked only to calculate the gaining ratio. Okay, so in this case, let me take up the partners. Who are the partners according to the problem number 5? In the problem number 5, the partners mentioned here are S, V, and M. Okay, and who's retiring from the firm? It is mentioned it is S who retires, and the ratio 4:3:2. Okay, so the old ratio is 4:3:2, and it was mentioned yes retires from the firm. So 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 2 by 9. So ratios are okay, fine. That means the bases are similar, not an issue. Okay, and it was said like the share of yes is taken by Vanchi and Mansi in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Okay, so future profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 1 is given to us. Okay, so NPSR is 2 is to 1. Now you need to find out the gaining ratio. Gaining ratio is nothing but your old ratio plus your what ratio? Gaining ratio is your old ratio plus or minus. Is it so? Plus? Is it plus or minus? If you want to find out your gaining ratio, okay, it is old ratio plus or minus. What's the formula for gaining ratio? Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio. Gaining ratio formula, new ratio minus old ratio, right? So far, wherever we have found out the gain, what is the formula that we are used? Check it up properly. Wherever we are used the gain, we are used minus, never you use plus. Okay, so you have to be attentive, careful when we are doing the problems. Only when you are doing the formula for NPSR, it is old ratio plus the gain. But wherever you are finding out the values, okay, of gaining ratio, it is nothing but the new ratio minus your old ratio. So first let's calculate for the continuing partner V. For V, the new ratio is what? 2 by 3 minus old ratio was 3 by 9. LCM for 3 and 9 will be 9. 3 into 3 is 9. 2 into 3 is 6. Minus 9 into 1 is 9. 3 into 3 is 9. Okay. Sorry. 9 into 1 is 9. 3 into 1 is 3. So 6 minus 3 will give me 3 by 9. I used a formula of gaining ratio. So positive value is always a gain for me. Now moving on to the continuing partner M. So for m, the new ratio is 1 by 3 minus the old ratio was 2 by 9. 9 is your LCM. 3 into 3, 1 into 3 is 3 minus 9 into 1, 2 into 1, 2. So 1 by 9. So here also it is a gain. So the gaining ratio only is a question. So GR between the partner, continuing partner V and M comes to 3 is to 1. Just check out the problem whether the gaining ratio what we got was 3 is to 1, the same what they have got. Check it out. Are they same? Is it 3 is to 1? Yes, it's 3 is to 1. So any doubt so far? Any doubt so far to anyone? Okay. If there is no doubt, then fine. Okay. Now moving on to the problem number 6. Okay. So we try to maximum work out almost all the problems. Okay. If not, if the problems are of same pattern, then we'll move on to special case problems. So here if you see Wx, Y and Z are partners who are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio 1 by 3, 1 by 6 and 1 by 3 and 1 by 6 respectively. Y has retired and W, X and Z decided to share the profits and losses equally in future. Again they are asking you to calculate the gaining ratio. So you have got the old ratio and you have got the new ratio. So old ratio is 1 by 3, 1 by 6, 1 by 3 and 1 by 6. The new ratio is equal partners, 1 is to 1 is to 1. So 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So when you just calculate in the same way, you will get to know whether you are getting a positive figure or a negative value. Positive in the sense when you use your gaining ratio formula, it is gain, whereas if you're using the sacrificing formula to find out, then the one if you get in positive it is sacrifice. And the same way gaining ratio formula, whoever has used and got the negative value, that is denoting a sacrifice. And their formula what you use, that is sacrificing formula, if you use to derive your gain or sacrifice, in that if you are getting a negative value it is a gain. So in this way, you will find out the sacrifice or gain of this particular case. Now moving on to the next case, A, B and C are partners sharing the profits and losses in the ratio 4:3. C retired from the business and thus get A has taken 4 by 9 of C's share and balance is taken by B. Okay, this is something, a case where you have to understand the concept. So in this case, who are the partners as mentioned in the question? In the question, if you see, it was mentioned as A, sorry, the partners who are mentioned in this question are, just look at the question, 1 minute. So who are the partners? The partners mentioned in the question are whom? Yeah, in part B, it is A, B, and C. Okay. So we are doing 60 question, B subdivision, right? So according to that, the partners are A, B, and C, right? So A, B, and C are the partners who are given in the question. And what is the profit sharing ratio of these partner? It is 4, 3, and 2. So which means 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 2 by 9. It was given the question that C retires from the business. So C is retiring from the business and his share is taken by. So whenever you find the word taken by, given, gifted, acquired, surrendered, please do it in this fashion. So again, once again, write C 2 by 9. His shares have been taken by whom as per the question? It was taken by the partner A and B. A has taken how much? In 2 by 9 of C's share, A has taken up 4 by 9. So 4 by 9. Now remember here, you have got 4 out of 9. So in 9, if 4 is taken away, what will be the balance? It will be as 5. So that 5 by 9 will go to partner B. Okay, in the same way, for example, if it's given a 2 by 3 is taken by A means in 3, if 2 is gone, how much will the balance? 1. 1 by 3 will go to B. If in the same way, suppose if it is mentioned like 4 by 7 is taken by A, then in 7, 4 is gone means what will the balance? 3 will be the balance. 3 by 7 will go to B. Okay, this is the concept. The same way now, I'm going to just ask you, you can just tell me, okay, suppose if, okay, 4 by 5 is went to A, is taken by A, what will be for B? What will be for B? It will be as out of 5, 4 is taken by A. What will be for B? For B, it is 1 by 5. In the same way, suppose if it is going to be as 3 out of 7 is taken by A, 3 by 7 is gone for A. What will be for B? 4 by 7. So in this way only you have to understand. So here it is like 4 by 9 is taken by A. So out of 9, if 4 is taken by A, the remaining 5 ninth will go to B. So 2 by 9 into 5 by 9. Now multiply it. 4 twos are 8. So 8 by 81 and here 10 by 81. So this 8 by 81 and 10 by 81 are nothing but this is the gain of the partners. This is the gain. Now this should be added with the old PSR to get your NPSR. Okay, I repeat it. Only if you add this with the old PSR, that will give you the NPSR. So for A, first let me calculate it. So 4 by 9 is the old ratio. Okay, for A, 4 by 9. So NPSR is nothing but old ratio plus the gain. Plus gain is 8 by 81. For 9 and 81, LCM will be as 81. 9 into 9, 4 into 9. 4 nines are 36. Plus 81 into 1 will be 81. 1 into 8 will be 8. So 36 plus 8 will give you how much? 44 by 81. In the same way, you calculate it for the another partner. Who's the another partner? It is partner B, right? So what is the value of partner B? 3 by 9. The old ratio is 3 by 9 plus the new ratio is, what is the new ratio? There is the gaining ratio 10 by 81, right? So add that 10 by 81. The ratio LCM will be as 81. So 9 nines are 81, 3 nines are 27 plus 10 by 81. That is equal to 37 by 81. So your NPSR will be how much? Between A and B. It is going to be as 44 is to 37. Check your book answer. What is the answer that they are given in the textbook? Let's verify them. In the book answer, it is given as 44 is to 37. So check out what value that we have got in our calculations also. I think we have got the same amount, right? Yes. So 44 is to 37. So any doubt in this six problems what we have dealt? So we have done almost half of the problems out of 12. We have discussed the problem 1 to 6. So the remaining problems, if you just look into it, all are of same pattern. So question number 7, it's mentioned as Kumar, Laksh and Manoj. Okay, the three partners names are given in the question. Okay, they are Kumar, Lakshya, and Manoj and Naresh are partners who are sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1 is to 4. Kumar retires and his share is taken by Lakshya and Manoj in the ratio 3 is to 2. So they're asking us to calculate the NPSR and gaining ratio. So nothing is different or difficult in this problem. As usual, the concepts what we learned should be applied to get the answers. Now moving on to the next problem, that is problem number 8. A, B, and C were partners in a firm sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 8. Right? So A, B, and C were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of, okay, 8 is to 4 is to 3 is to 8. Sorry, 3, it's not 8. Okay, 8 is to 4 is to 3. B retires and his share is taken up by the partner A and C equally. Calculate the new profit sharing ratio. So nothing different or difficult in this problem of 8. Ninth one, A, B, and C are partners sharing the profits in the ratio of 5 is to 3 is to 2. C retires and his share is taken by A. So here the entire share of the retiring partner is taken by A. So that means only for A there will be a gain. No, will nothing will be there for the other partner, and other things remain same in calculations. So there is nothing to worry upon. The next one in 10th case, if you see, it is mentioned as Murli, Naveen, and Om Prakash are partners, sharing Om Prakash, sorry, Murli, Naveen, and Om Prakash are partners, sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3 by 8, 1 by 2, and 1 by 8. Murli have retired, and okay, the partner have surrendered two-third. Murli have retired and he surrendered two-third of his share in favor of Naveen and balance in the favor of Om Prakash. In 2 by 3, okay, or in the base of 3 is 2 is gone for one partner, what will the remaining balance? 1 by 3. That will go to the other partner and other things remains as usual. And the last case, 11th one, there is a case based study, and 12th one, PQ and R are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 7 is to 5 is to 3. P retires and it is decided that profit sharing ratio between the partner Q and R will be the same as existing between P and Q. Calculate the new profit sharing ratio and the gaining ratio. You can just work out these remaining 6 problems by yourself, and please do let me know if you find any hiccups so that I can able to guide you, and please drop your comments in the comment section. So anything if you couldn't able to understand that particular problem can be retaught once again. The concept of goodwill treatment will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.